Hey everyone, this is Heather from Rec Services, just getting back to you with another workout. Today we're going to focus on lower body strength, and so I'm going to show you what I've got created here. This is my carrier bag, and it's full of textbooks. So I've got 4 heavy textbooks in there, and I'm just going to do it up and then use it as a weight.
Perfect.
Okay, so for my first exercise I'm going to demonstrate today, you're going to have your carrier bag or backpack down on the floor. You're going to stand nice and tall with your feet about just a little wider than shoulder distance apart. We're going to work on a squat, and this is going to be considered a sumo squat. So your feet are a little bit wider, toes are pointed out. You're going to drive your knees out, and while your body stays nice and tall. Okay, see how the knees are quite wide and the pelvis goes down between the knees. So clasping your item down at the bottom here, push through the heels, push the knees out, drive up, hips. Finish by squeezing and pressing forward at the top. So to make this a little bit harder, we're going to make it a tempo sumo squat. So we're going to take 4 seconds to go down. 3, 2, 1. Little pause in the bottom, and then 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze at the top. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze tight. One more time together. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze at the top. Excellent work. All right, make sure to keep your shoulder blades together and breathe throughout the full duration of those sumo squats. Pausing for a moment, and I'll be back with your next exercise. Hi guys, we're back for our second exercise in our lower body strength routine. So just hang tight while I go get myself set up. So we just did a sumo squat. Now we're going to do what I would call a front squat. So you're going to take your item, and I'm going to clasp it underneath my, into my elbow crease. My forearms are under, and I'm wrapping my hands around. So you're going to bring my stance in a little bit narrower than I did before. The weight is still on the heels and the outside edges of the feet. The knees still drive out as you drop your pelvis down between your thighs. Weight is on the heels, drive up, squeeze the hips as you stand up. And we're going to do this one at tempo again as well. So knees press out, dropping down for 4, 3, 2, 1, pause 1, drive up and squeeze on this guy. Okay? 4, 3, 2, 1, pause 1, drive up, squeeze the glutes. Let's do one more together. 4, 3, 2, 1, pause 1, drive up, squeeze the glutes. All right, so put that guy down, being careful.
Hi, Mama.
Release. Hi, Ryder. And that's the next exercise will be coming up shortly. All right, friends, back again for your lower body workout day. I'm gonna play around with something a little off-centered here. So picking up your object, placing it on one shoulder, going back to your squat stance. I'm gonna go regular pace this time. So you're gonna sit down, stand up, driving through the heels, squeezing the glutes. Just show 5 repetitions. I'll talk a little bit more about sets and reps at the end of the workout. Releasing down across the chest, over to the other side. 5 more. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. 1 more. Beautiful work. And then placing it down, and a short pause while we go on to the next exercise. All right, back with exercise number 4. This is a split squat. So you can do this with or without weight. So if you are doing it with weight, I suggest holding it like your front squat. You're gonna stagger your stance. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Make sure your feet are wide enough so it doesn't feel like you're walking on a tightrope, okay? So you're gonna let your back knee drop down towards the floor. You're up on your back toe, driving up to the back leg. For the front knee, you're gonna try and keep it behind your front toe. As you can see, my assistant is coming in and out of the frame here. Good, so once you've done a few on one side, switching legs, enough.
I want to go.
And other side. Okay, so keys to this one are staying up on the back toe, both feet are pointing forward, hips are tucked under and forward, dropping up and down. All right, take a little rest. All right, so back again, exercise number 5 in the lower body workout day. I've got a small step stool here. You can also do this on the bottom stair of a staircase, if you have a staircase. You could do this off the edge of your bed. You could do this on a bench outside, or if you have one of those steps, you could use one of those. So what you're going to do is, such as the split squat position we just did, you're gonna raise up your back toe or the top of your laces onto the step, body tall, shoulders over top of the hips, and then the back knee is gonna descend down to the ground and then push straight up. You're gonna feel a stronger stretch response in the back leg than you did with your split squat. Again, with your front leg, you wanna try and keep your front knee behind the toe. And because of that stretching and the depth you can achieve with this one, it tends to feel a little bit more challenging than the split squat. Making the step. This one is also a little bit more balancy, so do make sure your feet are about hip distance, if not shoulder distance apart. And if you're having trouble with your balance, hands go to the side, front as well. You might find that one side feels a lot easier than the other. That's pretty normal. Awesome work. Take a little rest. I'll be right back. Hi guys. So we're getting into some more of the smaller muscle groups here for this part of the workout. We started with our hardest exercises first, and now we're getting into the quadriceps. So this one looks a little bit different, but it's like the it's going to target the muscle group that you would if you're doing a leg extension machine at the gym. Opposite would be the hamstring. Okay, come on the other way. So on your little step, your stair, your bench, you're gonna get your toes up to the edge and your fingers on the ground, like you're gonna do an inverted push-up. From here, you're gonna bend your knees and then straighten your legs completely, squeezing your front of your thighs very firmly. Drop down, squeeze the thighs. Drop down, squeeze the thighs. Now at first, you're gonna wonder, where am I feeling this? This isn't hard. But by about the 12th or 15th rep, you're gonna thank me for the wonderful quad exercise you're doing. Awesome. Pause there. Come on back up. Hey friends, we're back. This is your second to last lower body exercise, and this one targets the quads as well, and the glutes actually. So you're gonna be on your knees, on a mat or a carpeted floor. Your feet are going to be out behind you. Your pivot point is your knees. The key to this one is keeping your bottom squeezed nice and tight and your belly tucked in. I like to use the arms as a counterweight here. Eyes are going to look up towards the ceiling. While pressing your hips forward, you're going to lean back and then push the tops of the feet into the floor as you lever yourself forward. I call it a kneeling layback. You could call it a body weight leg extension. Inhale to lay back. And exhale to drive the tops of the feet into the floor. Keeping your bottom squeezed as much as you can. At first, you may find you're not able to go back very far. Totally okay. Awesome work. I'm gonna go right into our last exercise. So hands and knees here. We did a lot of quads, now we're gonna go into our hamstrings, a little bit of glute. So keeping your knee bent, you're gonna lift your heel up towards the ceiling, bring the knee back down. So going into a donkey kick. I think you can see my body there in the screen. Now don't get confused, the shirt drops down a little bit, but ideally you wanna keep your back flat and your belly pulled in. Okay, so then you would switch to the other side, same thing. This one's targeting your hamstrings, no honey, don't do that please. Keeping your knee bent, we'll get into the hamstrings, versus making a straight leg, which would be more glute. Awesome. So my friends, on my next little clip, I will tell you how to put that workout together. Okay team, so for the sort of the conclusion of the lower body workout, this is how I might structure it if I was gonna do it myself. Starting with the sumo squat at tempo pace, which I showed in the video. So 4-3-2-1, 4-3-2-1, both down and up with a little pause at the bottom. So that would be 3 sets of 8. So you do it 3 times, 8 repetitions at that tempo pace. Between each one, take a 30 to 60 second rest and then repeat. Then going into the front squat. Again, tempo, we did 4 seconds down, a short pause, and then an explosion on the way up. Moving into that shoulder squat. So you had it on one shoulder, you'd do 5 with the bag or the weight on one shoulder, switch it over, 5 on the other. Then going into the split squat. So that was 1 leg forward, 1 leg backwards. And you had your load here in the front squat position. So 3 times 8 on each side. Then moving into the Bulgarian split squat. So that's where your foot is raised behind you. 3 sets of 10 on each side, and let's remove the weight for that one and really focus on the depth and taking our time and keeping the form and balance. Then moving down to the little box, having your toes on the box, your bum up in the air, 15 box leg extensions, then kneeling on the floor and leaning back, 3 sets of 10 laybacks, and finishing up with 3 sets of 15 on each side donkey. So that's on the hands and knees, the heel pressing up towards the ceiling. All right, if you have any questions about that, feel free to leave a comment underneath the workout or connect with us on Facebook or Instagram, and I will happily help you out. Thanks guys, have an awesome workout.